The Lakers see the brilliant glow of the NBA Finals just on the horizon, while Phoenix must stomach peering over the edge of a cliff. For the first time in these conference finals, an end could be in sight. The moment is here. Game 6, next.
The officiating crew, Scott Foster, Bill Kennedy, Greg Willard, the alternate Bill Stewart, and the Lakers control the opening tip.
And actually, he had a 15-footer that time that he'd taken, so you can see what his frame of mind is.
Bryant.
Well, Kobe Bryant, the last 2 first quarters, has only attempted 3 shots, 1 of 3. He's done most of his heavy lifting in the second and third quarters. Let's see what he does here early.
Artest for 3. And the Lakers up 12-10. So already here in the early moments, we've had 4 ties, 4 lead changes. Even at 14, Bryant pops one home and a foul. He saw that the foul was about to take place. He was able to get it off. He's still checking that finger, and Kobe heads to the line.
What a shot by Kobe Bryant. As Grant Hill was coming over, Kobe slid sideways and got bumped. And already Kobe Bryant has more field goals than he did in both first quarters of the last 2 games.
Kobe Bryant back on the floor. Lamar Odom has checked in. Here is Kobe. That's a 3 for Bryant.
Guess that finger's okay. Gary Vitti doing the magic, getting that blood stopped, and
Bryant trying to draw the foul. Bryant digging. Pass knocked aside, recovered by Artest. Bryant from way downtown.
That's unguardable. I mean, he was 8 feet behind the 3-point line. I mean, that was ridiculously long.
Shot clock down to 6. Bryant off the turn.
Tell you what, he and Michael Jordan, the all-time greats at working against that shot clock.
Bryant off the fake, draws the foul on Richardson.
You just have to be so disciplined. Kobe Bryant's footwork is so good. I mean, he's so fundamentally sound. And if you watch him, he gets his defender down. He gets his shoulders around Amari. The fading jump shot. See, that triangle offense, you use a lot of clock. Well, to do that sometimes when you get down 5 seconds or under, you better have a guy that can make something happen. And Phil Jackson has had Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, 2 of the all-time greats, to play against that short shot clock.
And it's been a record-breaking postseason for Kobe. And now the all-time leading scorer in the playoffs. He passed Jerry West, number 4, playoff history, passed Karl Malone the other night, and became the Lakers franchise leader, as you saw, passing Magic Johnson in terms of games played in the postseason. Bryant passed on a 3. Bryant to the rim. So Kobe will head to the line. Kobe Bryant in these conference finals averaging 33 points, just under 10 assists, 7 rebounds in about 42 minutes a game. The Suns hoping to stay alive. They have a long way to come, though, as Bryant comes right back.
You have to be so disciplined, stay down. That time Dudley did. Kobe just took his shoulder and just sort of bumped into him to create some space.
Bryant on the fade.
Woo. Tough to come back when you got a guy making those kind of shots.
Bryant,
come on.
Somehow getting it up and over Channing Frye.
Look at the guy's hands on his face. That's exactly what you're feeling right now if you're a Phoenix Suns fan. I mean, Kobe Bryant, 3 tough shots in a row.
Change it to 1.7. Oh, Bryant with the steal turns. That is the end of the third quarter. The Lakers 91. The Suns 74. The Lakers a win away from making it back to the NBA Finals. Also had 6 rebounds. Dragic on a pull-up. 91-76. Dragic in a collision with Vujacic, and a technical foul called on Vujacic.
I saw that coming. Dragic hit the shot, and he walked up to Vujacic, and he started talking. Vujacic put his arms up. That was a great Hollywood flop right there by Dragic. There's no question he got hit. But watch what happens. He walks up and he starts talking to him. Right there, up and under his jaw. He did a great job selling that. Watch this right here. Vujacic was not happy with what Dragic said. He reacts. And you see Phil Jackson didn't even hardly move over there when he was sitting with it. Alvin Gentry very upset right now. Watch this, what happens, Morgan. Watch this the whole way. He hits the shot. He sort of backpedals. Then he walks up and he starts talking to him. See, he says something to him. I don't know if that's in Slovenian or what that he was talking. And then Vujacic with a little left elbow. You know, something like this could turn the game around. I mean, the Lakers had this crowd quiet. And the last thing you want to do is juice this crowd up. We know how this bench can play, so I'm sure Phil Jackson's going to talk to his team about maintaining their composure.
It is now a flagrant foul, 1, being called on Vujacic.
So you had Dragic hit the jump shot. He's going to have 2 free throws and the ball. And this could be a 7-point play.
Here comes Dragic. Oh, he beat him off the dribble. Goran Dragic. The lead is down to 11. Gasol jumping out on Dragic. Dragic beat Gasol off the dribble and scores again. 8-0 run. All 8 points scored by Goran Dragic. Stoudemire stops a facial from Amari Stoudemire going right at Pau Gasol. The Suns now within 7. Dragic gets it to Stoudemire, who scores. It's a 5-point game.
How about Dragic? He is fearless. His speed has changed this game.
Shot clock at 3. Here's Bryant. Oh, what a shot by Kobe Bryant to beat the 24. Lakers trying to wrap the series in 6. The Suns hoping to advance to a Game 7 in LA on Monday. And another huge shot for Derek Fisher. He has 11 points. Oh, Nash uncontested. That lane opened up. Phoenix within 3 after trailing by 18. It's the closest they've been since it was 37-44 at the end of the quarter.
And I'm going to make Odom Marquez shoot the ball.
Bryant, yes! Kobe Bryant. Oh, that's 30 again for Bryant.
What a shot. The pressure, the moment.
Had nowhere to go. He was in the air. Here comes Bryant right at Fry, and Fry called for the foul.
See Kobe Bryant though, he just looked to see what was ahead there, and he saw that Channing Frye was back, was not going to be able to defend him. Look at the eyes of Kobe Bryant here. You got that look like we do not want this to go to a Game 7. I mean, you can't play better defense than that. You got 2 guys, you got a hand in the face. And he just makes those kind of shots right in front of Alvin Gentry.
Kobe 5 of 5 at the line. Kobe has now tied Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in most playoff games with 30 or more points. Michael Jordan, #1 in that department.
Well, very close to an 8-second violation again by Odom, just walking the ball across.
Very nonchalant, trying to use the clock, but you have to get across that midcourt line. Shot clock now to 5. Bryant, yes! And then with a little tap to Alvin Gentry.
Add insult to injury, Kobe. I mean, what a shot. I mean, you can't defend that. Are you kidding me? You can't defend that, Marv. I mean, Grant Hill is all over Kobe Bryant. Watch him hang, double pump, and then he says, Alvin, hey, Alvin, what do you think about that? And he taps him on the shoulder, and good-natured Alvin Gentry can only smile. Watch a little tap right here. Like, what are you doing?
Alvin saying, you're killing me. And getting back to Kobe Bryant, 30 or more in 10 of the last 11 playoff games for Bryant.
And the one game that he didn't get 30, he had the career-high 13 assists for the playoffs.
Here's Nash for three. An air ball fielded by Bryant.
So they close out the games last year. They beat Denver on the road in Game 6. They beat Orlando on the road in Game 6. Here they're going to close out the Suns. In the Oklahoma City, they closed them out in Game 6.
And the Lakers, after losing the last 7 straight playoff games to the Suns here in Phoenix, about to break through. Final seconds. Stoudemire. The Los Angeles Lakers have taken the Western Conference Final in 6. The defending champions making it back to the NBA Finals. And they will face the Boston Celtics. Let's go to Craig Sager. Craig.
Well, Kobe, 37 points was your final field goal over a highly contested double team that sealed the victory. You went over to Alvin Gentry and said, what'd you think of that? Then spread your arms and glided into the NBA Finals. All night we've been describing how brilliant your game was, but in your words, how do you think you played down the stretch?
Yeah, I did pretty good. I missed a couple easy ones there at the start in the middle of the fourth quarter, but I was able to collect myself and knock down some big shots.
Alvin Gentry enjoyed this moment. He enjoyed the series, the whole playoffs. He just came up to you a second ago and said, now, Kobe, that was terrific defense. How did you do it?
Well, I just got a little separation, elevated, and knocked it down.
Now, you go on to play the Boston Celtics. 2 years ago, that team pushed you guys around. They're very physical with you. How is this team more equipped to handle that tough defense by Boston?
Well, we'll see. We'll see how much we matured. They challenged us extremely well in the finals a couple years ago. Now it's a test to see how much we've grown.
This appeared to be an easy victory early in the fourth quarter until the flagrant foul by Sasha Vujacic seemed to ignite the Suns and their crowd as the leader of this team. What was your reaction to that incident?
I was going to kill him.
What do you say to him now?
Still going to kill him.
Well, brilliant game. Don't do it before the finals. Just kidding, of course.
All right.
Back to you, Marv.
All right, thank you, Craig. You saw the numbers, 37 points, 12 of 25 shooting for Bryant. Another stunning game for Kobe. For the Lakers, it will be their 31st appearance in the NBA Finals, including their days in Minneapolis. And for the Celtics, it will be number 21.